Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, January 10th, and I'm going to talk to you guys about figure drawing. Okay, first things first, I just picked up my copy of The Fault in Our Stars. It was in my mailbox, and it is signed by our good friend Jay Scribble. I'm very excited, but that is not what I'm talking to you about today because I haven't read it yet. But I'm going to talk to you instead about figure class, because I know that when I was in high school, at least, I found that to be an odd thing and something that intimidated me a lot, because I went to high school in Texas in a very conservative town with a very poor art program, so there was absolutely no opportunity for me to have figure drawing before I went to college. And I was absolutely terrified that everybody was going to be better than me. And I was also worried that I would somehow react poorly to having a nude person standing in front of me for 3 hours. None of which happened. But a lot of people who aren't artists don't really understand figure drawing or why it's important. And some people who do want to be artists don't really think about it. It is one of the fundamentals of art. The human figure is what a lot of people tend to really appreciate about art, and you have to understand how it's built to be able to draw it properly. And that's why figure drawing requires full nudity and not just like wearing a swimsuit. A lot of people stereotype that figure drawing is just a really attractive 20-something-year-old girl who takes her clothes off and all the boys get all excited. And I mean, there are really attractive women who are figure models, who are young, but there are also young men, and there are also old men and old women, and they can be white, black, Asian, Latino, it doesn't really matter. You're supposed to get a range of people to be able to draw. You stop thinking of it as this is a person in front of me, and you start thinking of it as this is a subject in front of me. I don't mean to like dehumanize the models, but you can't just sit there being like, I wonder what they're thinking the whole time. You have to concentrate on being able to draw and being able to analyze and being able to see exactly how they are formed so that you can get a good idea of the variety of builds that people have. Because we've got muscular people, skinny people, fat people, saggy people. It doesn't matter. The whole point is to be able to draw anything, any physical type that you may need to draw. Because not all illustration or painting or animation is going to be just thin, attractive 20-somethings with perfect skin, because that's not the way that the world is. And so it is just genuinely really important to do that, which is why in the illustration program, figure drawing and figure painting is in the curriculum for the first 3 years as a requirement. And sophomore and junior year, it's a year-long class. Most of our classes are only one semester. But my figure drawing class last year and my figure painting class this year were the whole year with the same teacher. And I can't tell you how much my ability to draw the human form has improved since I started going here. It is absurd. So yeah, figure drawing is not just a bunch of stupid kids staring at a nude woman for 3 hours. We are actually learning, and it is actually important. And if the concept of nudity bothers you, then you might have some problems. It shouldn't, because nudity is not necessarily inherently a sexual thing, and it doesn't need to be, so don't make it that, and you'll be fine. Anyway, I just felt like talking about figure drawing today because I had figure painting yesterday, and it just kind of popped into my head as an idea, and I hope that you all liked my little spiel about it, and that maybe it explained some things that you might not have understood if you are not actually a participant in figure classes of any kind. And I will see you guys next week.